While we get the mics queued on here.
What?
Who's that?
Is that God?
Let's go to all three of our lovely faces here on this lovely channel.
What's up, man? How you doing? What's up?
Oh, hey, bro.
Hey, what's up?
Brock's like, dude, what the fuck are you guys even talking about?
What are we talking about? Like, guys?
It's kind of bittersweet right now, you know. It's like the last week of some in studio stuff. We have Brock Carrow in studio with us. My name is Josh. That's Eli. Yada yada yada.
It's the last gasp.
Brock was probably our first guest, and one of our first few goes in the guest friend of the show rotation. So what better way to kind of end the week off than like having him here with us? Riding out this last week, because it is the last week of Stuck at Night.
Playing on that nostalgia for all of you fans, crazy cats, about the Brock Man and Stuck in the Middle, now known as Stuck at Night. We're branching out.
Let me zoom you out a little bit.
But yeah, I feel really up close and personal. I feel like they're touching my face.
I always forget you kind of lean in a little bit.
I do.
I got it's because the chair. The chair fucks you up a little bit.
No, I have terrible posture. Hi guys, I know we've been gone a week, by the way. Thanks for sticking it out. I promise you, it's all my fault. I needed a mental breakdown time or something.
But did you?
Yeah, I fucking did.
I mean, let's just
I
fucking
fucking did.
Did you?
Eli needed his personal time to make some big boy decisions and get some things rolling. Sure, yes.
All right, well, there you have it.
In
That's
recovery,
the show.
Good night. See you later, everybody.
Yeah.
In recovery, they say you can be selfish, and this is the time where I know.
Selfish.
No. Fuck the ish. Full on, okay?
Well, like you can be.
Have to be.
And I didn't know you were in recovery, I guess, from recovering from Stuck at Night episodes or something like that.
That's what it's felt like.
I mean, might as well, since you kicked it off with that, let's just dive into it. And I kind of feel bad always like us going over almost what I would call the same thing all the time, but it is what it is. We've since we began this whole journey, we said, well, we're going to talk a little bit about us, and then get into the show stuff, just that idea. So we always were transparent with kind of what we were, who we were. So you did, you took last week. We were off. We weren't here.
Yes.
Some people noticed that. We're like, where the fuck are you guys at?
Yeah, I've seen like 3 comments to that effect.
Dude, for us, we got 15 likes, bro.
That's
on a post saying, yeah, fucking wild. Okay,
this is what makes me cry inside.
It's more than PP gets. Okay,
you know why?
You son of a bitch.
You know why though?
I mean, my view count is pretty impressive.
When you take a week off every 3 weeks.
No, it's not. There's different people.
When you take a week off every 3 weeks.
Okay, so
every 3 weeks, fuck off. Hey, where's the broadcast at?
So I was a little disappointed. The first 2, so we get suspended 2 weeks. Boom. Well, 1 week we're back, and then the day we're about to go live,
got shit.
2 weeks. Yeah, so 3 weeks we were gone.
That was a big punch to the gut. Sure.
Last week was our first week back.
Didn't get suspended. We had a beautiful debate show that I couldn't wait to kind of go over, Monday. But over the weekend of the past weekend, Eli was like, well, I gotta take some personal time. I'm like, dude, remember, like, I'm out like the last week of July. That's
like, could we like
in studio?
He's like, nope, that's it. Okay, I was okay, no problem.
Okay, I guess I could go fuck myself.
Monday.
No, fuck that. I had to identify that I needed that time then. And then why would I understood his approach, but the way you just put it there, yeah, no, fuck me. That's not at all how I took it.
Well,
so my time that it just needed to happen then and there, and I wasn't going to move it over to be more fucking complacent for other people or anybody else. We're a show. I know we've been doing this 3 years. Ain't got a fucking dime for it, and that's fine. We're doing it here. Why am I going to be beholden to everybody and I gotta do something for myself.
It just seems like
mental health
it's like a group talk, like, because we are, but this goes back to how you feel like it's not all your channel. So I feel like that's why sometimes maybe you don't speak up when in fact you should. It's 50-50, we are stuck at night, stuck in the middle, but you didn't do that. You just said, hey, this is what's happening. And like, I was okay, no problem. And then Monday rolls around, we're not doing a show. And like, you live streamed 3 times on Monday.
The whole impulse thing is a completely different world than something regimented and structured to me. From my point of view, yes.
From my point of view, my thought process was...
From a structured point of view, it's like, hey, that guy's saying fuck you.
Not even structured. Just from my point of view, it's like, hey, one of those things could have been a Zoom for Stuck at Night. We didn't even have... If it was like, hey, let me just stay home this week or something like that. But, like, nothing was discussed. And I was like, I
hit the live button. That's my planning. I
know, but you're part of this show too. Yeah. Like, I get it. I get what you do on that,
and
but it's also
yes,
like
another compounding factor that I'm sure everybody's tired of hearing of is I've gotten exhausted, as we all do, of rushing from work from 10 p.m. to get here 15 minutes.
We could Zoom.
Fucking just
that's always an option.
I needed a week. I stopped drinking the alcohol. I fucked up. On and off throughout this week.
You do see from the other side, like you're like, I needed a week, but like
for 3
every
years,
day you streamed.
Yes.
We didn't even like discuss like like any I do feel like you're pulling away, right? I feel, and not in a bad way, but I just saying, like, it does kind of feel like that. You don't really supply much topics. One of the things, what is a woman? I had to go out of my way to be like, yo, that would be a good topic for Stuck. It doesn't seem like a lot of your meat and potatoes you give to Stuck, you save for Progressive Patriot.
I did 7 minutes on that, out of respect for of course, I barely covered it.
That's just an example, meaning just like I've seen some other things where like, hey, that was in our topics. That would have been a good thing to talk about, but we don't have that communication. And I'm not sitting here and going to be like, hey, we need to have that communication. It is what it is. You and I've jived well, like with how we go about it. Every now and again, silly shit like this comes up. So I sat there on Monday and I was like, God damn it. I wanted to go on. And I was about to go. I was going to bring Kimmy, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to go on and just like be shitty. Just be like, oh, hey, Eli's not here, but hey, he did 3 live streams. I was just kind of like make some jokes. Tuesday rolled around. It was the same thing. I was like, I'm just going to go on. And like, I felt like a guy who was drinking that night and was like, you know what? I'm not going to send this drunk text.
My ex.
Right. I'm just going to take a break from it. And like, so I tried to get people planned for Thursday. I think I tried to get you planned for Tuesday, and like you fell out. Like I still would have done with Kimmy, but it's just like I'm not going to go on. It just would have encompassed something I didn't want it to. But we should talk, but we don't. It is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and be all like wham. But I'm just telling you my.
I suppose I can empathize on this level very much so because I very much feel you are more than capable to go on. As yourself, by yourself, which you've done and did great,
but I think,
even with Kimmy or without her.
I think that he's saying he doesn't want to go on.
I know. No, well, Stuck at Night is our dynamic duo thing. Yeah.
And like, I also don't want to spread myself thin. And like, when you don't come in on a whim, go do IDK. Like, honestly, that was never my intention. Full transparency, my intention for Stuck at Night, Stuck in the Middle was always almost a daily show. And that's what I'd rather put my energy into one thing than be spread out on 2 things, especially because like it is a little, like for now, I just want to hone in on one thing. So you and I off air got to figure out what we can work out to where like maybe a better schedule that works. Like even if it's like, hey, Eli comes on Stuck at Night Mondays and Thursdays or something like that. Like even for now, and then I have to find somebody for Tuesdays, and even if I want to do Wednesdays, whatever, I'd find somebody for that. But one of my biggest issues is like I feel bad spoiling all those topics for other guests when you're not here. You know what I mean? So it's a little more work to be like, okay, let me save this one. I don't know my point of all this, but it's more so just to be like, hey man. What the fuck? Also, it is kind of fucking. Yeah.
Both of us could easily reach out to one another, and here we do this fucking every time.
I don't. I was like ignoring your post. I was like, fuck this guy. He doesn't want to come on. I'm not even gonna like it, dude.
Yeah, that's
no thumbs up.
That's a whole huge element right there. I think hanging out outside of here, associating you with something other than just this, like. They're synonymous. You, for the past 3 years, are the most consistent person I've hung out with.
That's the funny part about all of this. Like, I don't hang out with anybody outside of here.
It is kind of hilarious, yes.
It is. So it's just like, hey, we need to hang out outside this. And I'm like, I don't even do that with anybody else.
Yeah, I'm coming to that conclusion recently today where I found myself going, wah, a lot. But enough with the wahs. I believe there's some people, I'm not going to have a bite in, that want to see a show. So what do we got today?
Yes, they do. And since we are being a little, transparent about us, I know our good,
unlike our government,
our good friend of the show, Mr. Brock Carrow here, is on a journey now again. He's on a different journey with a goal for
22 months.
2 years?
Wait a minute.
Just under 2 years.
What happened to the
22
first
months.
journey?
That's still ongoing.
Yeah.
Are you by journey?
It's all part of it. Don't say by journey.
Don't
But
do that.
I've learned that
It's 2022.
I need to have a goal always in mind. Because if not, I get bored. And then when I get bored, I do dumb shit.
I can empathize.
So,
I was bored. I was bored.
Yeah, you were bored.
I was bored.
So
save.
I built this thing. I go back to school in August for.
What, did you
18
not
months.
learn your ABCs early on? What the fuck are you going to school
According
for?
to you, none of us did. But 18 months
It sounded like it should have been deep, but it
Yeah.
really had no substance. Okay.
with your post.
Oh,
we'll get there.
Yeah,
So,
all right. Come on.
18. So 18 months in school, and then at that point, I should be ready to apply to anybody.
That sounds sexual.
And I gave myself a little bit of window just in case I needed to take some extra classes. So 22 months was perfect.
Okay.
But it is a big, it's a big thing. You're like, I'm gonna post every day. I'm gonna make a video every day. Like
666 days.
you're putting.
Why those numbers? Why those
I
numbers?
started at 669.
Whoa, bro, that's badass.
Whoa. Why 22 months and not 24? Like, what was the?
Because I 18 plus, give or take a few months, and I just like 22 sounds.
So at the end of this goal, what do you expect to have
be
achieve?
fully.
You're gonna
to
get
have
the
the
puss?
associates, so that means when I have my associates, I could apply anywhere.
He's like
in the
5-inch
country.
traps.
How many associates are with you?
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does that mean,
all wives.
associates?
He's gonna
Degree.
get his associates.
Oh, have your associate. Oh, okay. I thought you were
His
talking
henchmen are gonna
No,
join
yeah,
him.
the associate's degree.
about. Yeah.
And then I'll have.
What is it? Cold?
Oh, Jesus, fuck you.
Who do you associate with?
So
Look, I'm gonna spoil something. here.
Fahrenheit, Celsius, and associates.
Allegedly, I'm testing something
Kelvin.
different now, and this is not wise to do
Kelvin.
this in front of
Kelvin.
this guy.
Kelvin. 100%.
Guys,
Calvin
hey,
Klein?
There's a
Yeah.
show going on. I did a little something off air, allegedly.
It's working. You can tell it's working. Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly.
So do go on. This is exciting. Yes.
No. I'm just, and every day it's just posting something for the next 666
Oh, you're gonna
days.
post? I missed that
on
through the whole
Instagram.
speech. You're gonna post something every day?
He puts
Yeah.
himself up to the fire. I
people
mean,
can
that's a lot
see.
of.
People can see the 22-month process of how far somebody can take themselves in 22 months.
You know what? That would be inspiring. I should follow.
I
somebody.
have a similar idea. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but
Probably not.
like I haven't. But I've gone through this cycle of like cutting, losing weight. I've done it twice,
Yep.
and like right now, I'm like, I've been eating in a calorie surplus on purpose, and it's the weirdest thing I've ever done
Yeah.
because like it's like I'm getting fat, I'm gaining weight, but I have. I was going to do about 6 months to 9 months of this bulk, and it's coming around to the end. I'm not fat. I'm cultivating mass. But at the end of the 9 months, I'm going to do that 3-month cut again.
Yeah.
And I was like considering kind of documenting the cut this time.
Fuck it.
Are you
Do it.
emotionally okay? Why are you cutting? Okay, I know. We have some things to work out, and it's okay.
You don't show up here anymore.
I had my week. It's over.
He cried.
Yeah, I know. Guess what? And my week is going to be over after this. I'll see you later,
This
bro.
was a strategic ploy.
Yeah.
Okay. all
No,
right.
sure it was.
No.
He'll be
I
on
cut- he cuts
CanCon in
every
no
time he
time.
sees
No,
Biden on
no.
TV.
You can't say that word. So,
I can.
okay.
I
So
love
we all
Brian.
have goals. Brandy says, follow your dreams. Indy joins us, and hello, Forging.
Hello,
we have
Indy.
yet to collaborate.
The beautiful people. The beautiful people.
We have all the most beautiful people. Speaking of that, yeah, no, I wasn't going to segue to Trump here. I was going to say, didn't Trump come on the news and say something was beautiful? I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Everything's beautiful. China's beautiful.
I mean, it is. He was, parading them for putting people to death for selling drugs.
There is, every time we have this week off, there's
everything happens.
Yeah.
everything happens. There's a plethora of stuff, and
A guy named Eli was a hero.
yeah,
Wait,
a guy named
yeah.
Eli was a hero. But real quick, some of this stuff, it feels like we need to talk about. I don't know if we need to, but they're just we're gonna be bouncing around a little
Oh,
bit
yeah, there's gonna
tonight.
be a lot of
So
bouncing.
What is the first thing that comes to mind if we think of America right now? I'm going to make this very
America.
sensational. America, what's the first American thought or conflict that comes to mind.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox. I know that's all I worry about every damn day.
I'm so scared
Because
right now.
all of us should be scared, right? Not a specific demographic with any data that points to a specific demographic.
The funniest thing about it, though,
at all,
is that with monkeypox, they really tried for like a month to be like,
how long is that?
Guys, monkeypox is coming, and then everybody's like, we're done with this.
Oh yeah, it seems like they kind of missed the mark. Like they
And they
hyped
were
it
like,
up.
Fuck, we went too far.
Kind of like stuck at night. We're like we hype it up and then we don't show. That's
don't
what they
show,
fucking
exactly.
did. That's what the media did with monkeypox.
People love when you do that. Yo, we're gonna go like literally like every day. I made like, hey, we're not coming on today, but tomorrow and
Don't worry,
Thursday.
we got you.
And then Tuesday, I was like, listen, Tuesday's not happening,
things
but
happen.
you can count on Wednesday and Thursday. And then like I think I didn't say anything on Wednesday and Thursday. I was like, listen, we're gonna see you next week. Okay.
Eli might come in. I
Yeah,
don't
he
know.
might come in. He, like he may not.
Well, that was mutual.
I think he has monkeypox.
That night was mutual, but yes, the monkeypox, which is targeting everyone. There's no specific demographic that is most at risk. It's everybody in the country.
Hey,
And-
can we all agree that there's two organizations that we should just get rid of? And
Who?
one of them is the World Health
WHO.
Organization.
Yes,
Because in the end, when it gets to the individual country, they're like, yeah, who gives a fuck what does our country say about this situation?
Who?
I think
Exactly.
they've honestly successfully lost the American trust. So I think now would be the
'cause
pivotal
we
moment.
don't follow the WHO guidelines. We follow the CDC guidelines usually.
Which have
But-
also not
but
shown
it does
to-
seem like there's this like hierarchy.
Yeah.
And like it's just like science, like atoms. When like as you zoom in, things kind of stay the same, and
Yep.
like above
Fractal.
all of our higher officials and all of our presidents of all the worlds, like there are even higher people who are like, listen, you should go this way.
Yeah.
Like they're feeling the pressure too. So it is kind of odd.
Are you
know?
describing what the Times has once quoted as the shadow cabal?
Never?
No.
Okay,
Not once.
just making sure.
Not once.
Not at all.
But to bring up Vox here, they said why the WHO finally declared monkeypox a global public health
They did
emergency.
it. I gotta check it off my
All
list.
you had to do is tell me the headline of that, and I'm like, that sounds like a Vox article.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hold on. Wait,
we
wait, wait.
should have done. Is this Vox?
Monkeypox.
Write this
Finally. Fuck.
Dude, finally.
Dude, we got it. We got
If
it.
we had a soundboard, I'd hit the round of applause.
It's
How to do that. How to do that. All right.
So on Saturday, July 23rd, WHO director. So this is gonna get fucking weird. Ready? So the WHO director, General.
Pasaki?
I don't know how to say his
Hold
name.
on.
That's not the weird part.
Okay.
First of all, the WHO director should never
Director
be
General.
a general.
Yeah.
Like in any it should just be head medical.
Sounds way
expert.
too authoritarian.
Like maybe you say head medical expert of the World Health Organization.
No, they want to come off like a fucking military. Like,
Listen,
we're
we're
super
all-
authority.
We're all gonna go ahead and just try to get this name right here, okay?
Tedros.
General
fuck?
Tedros ad hominem.
Ghebreyesus.
Yeah, gibberish.
Ghebreyesus.
Yeah,
I like
General
that.
gibberish.
Yeah, General gibberish.
Damn it, mine never sticks.
He declares a global health emergency of monkeypox.
Hold on. 16,000 people in the world.
And it's gonna get a little more gay, and by gay I mean weird. In a second here, they say we have an outbreak that has spread around the world rapidly through new modes of transmission. Excuse me?
New modes?
What are the new modes?
I thought butt sex has been around for
I was
quite some
gonna say,
time.
wasn't it mostly
Yeah.
like male sperm or something?
Yeah. By the way, they're extracting dead men's sperm and making babies, but that's another story.
I saw that.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah, I did.
That's kind of weird.
That's
Yeah,
a
I know.
little odd.
I'm
Yeah.
cool with that.
Little odd.
Maybe pump the brakes on that one. Yeah. And which meets the criteria in international health regulations as an emergency. Tedros made the declaration despite the WHO's emergency committee for monkeypox, which did not come to a unanimous consensus on whether to declare an emergency.
So this dude is just spouting off at the fucking.
He wants that funding. He wants to make this an emergency. He wants people. Fear breeds, open grants, and he wants a payday. I think they want this to be bigger than it really is.
16,000. Like more people have the cold here in this country right now.
And like 22 people in Florida, and a lot of people in that certain area. In
I think,
Florida.
15,000 of them reside in Wilton
Well,
Manors. I'm not sure,
that's
though.
the place, Wilton Manors.
Michael Ryan says there are uncertainties on all sides.
explaining why Tedros made that decision. He sees a window of opportunity to bring this disease under control. The next sentence, the last time the WHO declared an international emergency was in early 2020 for COVID-19. Of course it is.
Oh my God. Thanks for the reminder. I totally forgot. We're not still living with the fucking ramifications. I didn't just today have to put on a fucking mask in my doctor's office. I got told to, too. I had to.
But that one's not going away, is it?
No.
The doctor's office one is not going away. Everywhere else is gone.
It's
I was on
not.
an airplane.
I had a hand one around him.
Everybody fucking just
on the airplane?
Mask. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be the next Karen video, guys.
On the airplane, the mask is off. Like, everybody's chilling. You know, the people who want to wear it, we're wearing it, do your thing. But, like,
live and let live.
everybody's live and let live.
So the worst, I went to, I had to give blood work, and one of the places was like, you need to wear a mask.
You're trying to save a life or whatever, you know, let's say.
No, I was getting my fucking
Cookie?
testosterone
Oh.
checked out. I was
that-
like, yo, can I juice yet? Or what's the deal? And they're like, no, bro.
That
I'm like, fuck.
That explains a lot.
I wanted to try.
Okay. Okay.
But when I went in there, they were like, you got to wear a mask. And I was like, well, I don't have one. Can I get one of yours? And they're like, well, we don't have one. And I was like, what do you want me to do? Yeah.
We're at a weird impasse right now.
And like some random guy, he was like, I got you, bro. He pulled the mask out of his pocket. And I was like,
yeah, I'm sure that's sanitary.
well, you know, I was like, fuck it. You know, this can't be worse than COVID. Am I right? Ass
By
smell.
the way, wait, something weird. You know those little X-ray scanners at the airport when we raise your hand above your head?
Sure.
It knew that I had a fucking mask in my pocket just in case. Like, I thought it was metal only. It was like, what's in your right pocket? I was like, holy.
They never find my weed, though. I'll tell you that much. They knew you had a mask, but goddamn, if I went through with some eighths on
He's like,
me.
what's over there? I was like, nothing. I reached in. I was like, you mean this mask?
Aren't like memes and pictures floating all over the internet of people that don't know those things can see your everything?
Whatever.
They're looking at your junk and your mask.
Good. I'm glad. I hope they get it. I hope they get the whole
Eye
fucking
full.
show.
There you go.
Doctor, so that place I gave blood, and then there's this fucking condominium. It's in like the richest of areas where we're fixing their kitchen for the 14th time because it's still not perfect yet.
Your mask Nazi hero.
When we go in there,
Yeah.
this is the only building left in South Florida that's like, you need to wear a mask. Like, but the workers, the guests, the residents, the workers at the place don't have to wear masks. Just the weird plebeians who come in from outside.
You're an unknown peasant to them.
Yeah.
This is how I feel. How, let's say, these how do I group them all in? I don't know, these positions of authority that are in charge of making the most draconian rules. I feel like this is how they fucking handle it, like all mismatched. Doesn't make any practical, logical sense for just the workers to be masked, but not the guests and the staff and everything else.
Not at all. Because, yes, exactly. Brock, we're going to go ahead and get to what you're Jesus Christing at. Jesus fucking Christ.
But the thing is,
Jesus fucking Christ would catch monkeypox.
I thought that would be like
My Jewish star.
40%. I thought the number would be 40%, like a dramatic number.
No.
But nearly.
It's like 98%. So one of the titles in this video today is feelings are more important than facts. And we get into that with monkeypox. As we all know, we just said the WHO declared monkeypox a global health emergency. But there's one little thing they're not talking about, which we've brought up on the show time and time again. But
Sex?
Brock, what's
just a quick reminder.
What'd you freak out with?
That nearly 100% of the cases have been transmitted via men having sex with men.
Oh, so like the gay community. I wasn't gonna say the gays. Don't worry, I just did though. But okay. So
news is not saying. I mean, they'll go to. So okay, hang on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
All the cases among men, including one transgender man, 98% of whom identified as gay or bisexual. This stark demographic finding is in keeping with the data on the outbreak from around the world, such as a recent report from the British Health Security Agency finding that of the 699 monkeypox cases for which there was available information, 97% were in gay, bisexual, or other men who have sex with multiple men. So if you're
out hoeing,
so you're saying
if you're a gay man,
you're saying they can't really pinpoint the demographic. Like we're all in danger.
No, they literally pinpointed it right in someo's asshole. Yeah, they're like, there it is.
I was just making sure because I mean, it sounds like specifically those are the people that are being impacted. See what I did there?
So
and the most.
It's so specific that it is if you are a monogamous gay man, you're good. You're gravy.
But if you hoeing.
But it's all the dudes who are just like, they got all that testosterone, like, let's fuck right now. It's time to fuck at this rave, dude. Let me suck your dick right now.
Dude,
yeah.
Can you not look at me when you're channeling this beast of yours inside?
The angry gay guy.
They're not angry. They're just fucking horny, bro. They're ready to go,
They really
dude.
are.
They're filled with testosterone.
Not a bad thing, by the way. Cancelers of anything mainstream, which is not us at all.
There's what do you call the erectile dysfunction music going on in the background, EDM. You know, it gets everybody fucking going. So it's it's a whirlwind.
Yeah, it gets everybody aggressive.
Woo!
I just envisioned a bunch of Ric Flairs just trying to butt sex each other.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is.
And they're all wooing everywhere. Woo! Woo!
I hope you all painted this picture really accurately here, okay?
By the way, 41% of that 98% have HIV.
Oh,
so
my.
like it's almost like this old
the
thing.
Promiscuous group is not gonna do promiscuous shit.
Right. And it's almost like this old, like, didn't we remember when we were like, yo, safe sex? Like with the HIV, safe sex.
It's like we just didn't listen.
It was kind of a thing.
Well, we listened.
I mean, I don't have monkeypox.
What you're doing on the weekends, but I know I listened.
Yeah, I mean, we've successfully made it through.
You're wearing protection for your gay sex?
All day. Yeah, all day.
Yeah.
But they don't, it's a global emergency. And so get this, because they're not telling it's almost like they want it to spread more. What happened?
I'm sorry, I'm not one that usually points out anything in the chat, but what Forging Todd said, I picked the right night to use my speaker.
Oh boy.
Indeed you did.
There's quite a few.
I'm sorry, that was just fucking great.
Can I rename? This is pretty bad. This is like bad. Like if I repeat it, but I
go
can't.
ahead, go for it.
I'm just gonna say a random word with no context, okay? But it's pretty bad. Anal pox. It's gonna stick, isn't it?
No.
It's gonna stick everywhere.
It's gonna stick to somebody.
I prefer to call it happy pox.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The media would be like, it's
Or I
happy
saw
pox. Don't
somebody
be.
in that chat room called the Curious George disease.
Yeah. What's going to happen if I
That's the
go
case
inside
of
that
Curious
anal
George.
cavity there?
So okay, all right.
Hey,
all right.
are you going in? Because I'm going in. And if we're both going in, I think we can find something good.
So as it stands,
But they're afraid.
who's afraid?
The WHO, the
WHO.
CDC, America.
Yes,
to-
they want us to be very afraid.
Hurt the feelings of this community
Do we shut
who
down
right
still?
now we're having a big thing with, like just culturally.
Yes.
So they don't want to hurt the feelings of them by just saying, hey, could you maybe not butt sex for 2 weeks? If you don't mind, everyone's trying to not get the monkeypox.
I don't think that would be a very dangerous stance to take. It may not be
2
the
weeks
most
to stop the
popular,
spread.
but no, literally, if they say, let's stop
Of the
spread.
butt cheeks.
Just if a health official could get the fucking microphone on a mainstream outlet and say, "Hey, listen, no offense, and solidarity. Here's my flag. I've dabbled, but specifically the gay community, ease off on the promiscuity, have safe sex." Like a message like that.
Yeah,
But
here.
they're afraid of the feelings
If
being
you
hurt.
said that, you think Dave Chappelle got canceled? Whoever gave that press conference,
Oh,
would be
fucking no
immediately
kidding.
canceled.
Yeah, like how about some of this? Like hello, people of America. Be careful of monkeypox, especially if you're butt fucking men all the time. Multiple men. We're trying not to spread this, so all you cool butt fuckers of the world, just stop. Just 2 weeks. 2 weeks to stop the spread of butt cheeks, and we could get through this thing. So just don't do it no more, okay?
And there's one guy in the background going,
Yeah. How dare you tell us to stop butt fucking? You are homophobic.
I mean, that's exactly what would happen, though. With all the facts and the data and the science, and I know science sounds like a dirty word these days, but all of that backing up a simple statement, which would be, I think, in good faith and common sense, telling the specific most high-risk people to be safer, it shouldn't be hyperbolic, but we are at an
My
age
question
right
is-
now where the feelings matter more than the facts.
if that stat still held true for if they were straight white dudes from Alabama, you think they'd probably point that demographic out pretty aggressively?
Of course they would. They could not wait to be like, hey,
You redneck.
Quit it. Yeah, you
cis-
guys, stop it.
you
You're the
cis-
problem here.
They would use all the derogatory words they could think of.
Cisgendered hetero something
of
or another.
Dude, look what Lewis said.
What he just said, yo.
No, what's wrong with my mic?
Everything. His voice
Yeah.
is coming through it. Time Traveler came in. I don't know who it is.
What about next?
Reminds me of
Everything is absolutely fine with my mic, Lewis. I'm not understanding why you think there's a problem.
Yeah, get your ears checked, freakoid.
Jeez, that's weird.
Fucko over there. No, Lewis is my homeboy.
Would you be okay with maybe telling the world that the problem is of the butt fucking nature? Would you?
I mean, I think you did a pretty glorious job.
Okay.
I think yours was
Glorious
solid.
hole.
You did make it clear
I think
that you
you're-
should not seek the glory hole right now for
Remember-
at least 2 weeks.
Or maybe do.
Minimum. Seek the glory hole?
Just one at a time, though.
One
Let's-
at a
let's-
time. Minimum. One
Yeah.
partner a
speech
week.
that Jocko gave as the president.
Yeah.
You basically just did that.
Yeah.
I
You
love-
basically
okay.
did that version, the stuck at night version of that.
One of our favorite people for a very long time, V, came in and heard your public service. Now that's what brought her in.
Brought me good. I'm
Stop
glad you're.
spraying the cheeks.
Hey,
just for
just-
a bit.
yeah.
We're here for the people. We're here for the people.
Stop the spread.
Hey, if you don't mind, just don't butt fuck for like 2 weeks. We're gonna get through this, and then you can go back to getting through butts in 2 weeks. So.
My body, my choice.
Shut up, homo.
We're not very sensitive here.
Yeah,
We
it's fine.
don't do that. No, that's okay. All right. So, no butt sex for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Check. Yep.
Eli, write that down.
Yeah, right. Okay. Is it time to tell too much? Like, okay,
Oh boy.
not this one time at band camp, but
Oh, no,
all right.
God.
The only time I tried anal was on this Filipino woman. Woman.
Wow, he's pretty insistent
yeah,
about that.
no, but you know what? I didn't
Named
dig it.
Daryl.
I
I
didn't.
feel like you're talking on a turn here.
I just want to make it clear, like I'm throwing her under the bus a little bit. Roma, if you're still out there, you did terrible, horrible.
Yeah, you would have liked it a little more softer.
What?
Oh, you to her. I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
No, just a terrible experience, and I could really say some unkind things. Maybe I should just take it away, Dano. What were you saying?
Hey, what's up, bud?
Has Biden fucked up recently?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he has. I mean, so here's where we're gonna be like dots, back and forth. Like, so do you want to go to Biden? Because we could. Because
Wanna
there's
go to Biden town, baby.
there's so much stuff there. Do you want to continue down the
butt fuck rabbit hole?
Yeah, the butt fuck road. We could get down that hole and kind of get into like,
Well,
our recapping,
the thing-
watching What Is a Woman, or and not even spend that long on it, but just to.
well, I think we could take away that there's a whole documentary that I think has been quite successful, especially being regaled to only one platform. It's being found, and it raises a very simple question.
Ooh, me?
Yeah, you saw it. I
Can I go?
understand.
Josh.
No, I have. Yeah, thank you. I think it's funny that they're like, we're gonna drain their funds by posting this video everywhere. It's like, well, you're kind of just letting people watch it for free now. Yeah,
Is
like
that what they fucking?
I can find it on Vimeo. I can, like
I found it on YouTube.
Like you
There's
sent me the link, and it just seems like the idea of it is like, yeah, they're not gonna get money. Ha ha ha.
You know what
But
really?
now
like-
more people will see.
Yeah. Oh shit.
The creator Matt Walsh, I believe his name is. He had written a book that I think it was a brilliant troll, and I believe Amazon took it off the market, which
Was it a troll though,
Shocker.
or was it just like?
it was a good statement, but like I found out the ending of the book, which makes me realize.
Spoilers.
Yeah, damn, dude.
It
You're gonna
totally it makes
guys
them,
tune out now. If you,
it would force a parent that's being really silly and really fucking stupid by listening to a 4-year-old instead of parenting a 4-year-old of taking things too far, and it's simple as that.
one of the interesting parts about that documentary, and I highly suggest watching it just to kind of
Get
scratch
informed.
that.
Then watch your Katie Couric.
But
Somebody
no,
told me I'm
Hold
fucking.
on. My thing is, like, I think even if you are against everything that he's saying, you at least would want to hear his position to be like, I need to know how to combat this.
I had this conversation earlier this morning, and I was told because of the source, it's pretty much character assassination by proxy, and everything I heard was all Bangladesh. From my progressive base. And I told him, I pretty much in my own way, as articulate as I can be, said, fuck off.
You know what the funny thing is? Like, and I don't mean to stereotype here, but if I
Yeah,
met,
you do.
if I met that guy on the street, I'd be like, that dude definitely voted for Hillary.
Yeah,
Okay, I
Just
see
like
it.
looking at him.
It's kind of
you
like
know what I'm saying?
hipster like.
Yeah,
He's kind of snarky like a hipster would be.
Yeah,
too.
like he probably goes to hookah bars and like.
I see
drinks,
that. I see all these
you know,
things. When I forget his
Starbucks
personality.
coffee,
Yeah.
starts a union every place he goes.
Now he's a hero, Brock. Sorry. Okay.
One of the interesting parts about this documentary, at least I thought, was the idea that it really did start to tackle young people transitioning,
Yeah.
and it, just because the whole idea of what is a woman, and there's this one dude in there who literally keeps defining woman by using the word woman. It goes through a psychologist. It goes through this sociologist, and he just keeps using the same thing over and over again, and it trickles down to
from the lowest common denominator to the most educated of them, which was very disconcerting. The therapist that they were talking to, she's like, "Well, she's clearly a woman. I don't care how you doll your hair up." She's like, "Well, I'm not a woman, so I can't tell you." You know, I'm like, and he's like, "Huh."
Well, it trickles down to something like this: when a 6-year-old at the time said they felt like a woman, and or felt like a girl, yada yada yada.
Feel
so
like
it's just
a
like
woman.
and like what's funny is like, man, I feel like a woman. It
Next
starts with
time
man.
a 6-year-old tells me he feels like a firefighter, I'm going to throw him into a burning building.
Yeah, go ahead and fight this fire, you little
You're
shit
a piece
fuck.
of shit.
I
Yeah.
respect the fuck out of
Well,
your parenting
6-year-olds
skills.
think a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, okay, so here's what's brilliant about this article is it said the mother said at age 6, she wanted to start wearing girls' clothes like skirts and dresses.
Okay.
I must admit, I thought it might be a phase. One Halloween, we decided to let Ella pick her own costume, and she wanted to be a cat.
Oh no.
So she wore a skirt and cat ears.
Okay.
So my thought process is like, so why didn't you just transition her into a cat then?
Because
At that age, she wanted to be a cat.
Oh, there's people doing that, by the way.
yes, there are.
Oh, I know.
The furries have taken it up a
Meow.
notch.
Meow. There's frog self too, by the way. There's a frog.
There are students, and this is being allowed.
It's hard being green though. It's not easy being green, dude. I'll tell you that much.
It's allowed in the schools for the teachers to find themselves in a position where they have to give them their confirmation bias. They have to play into the delusion. Okay, hey, is Chester present? Meow. Okay, Chester's here. Moving on to like, what the fuck? Okay.
So when she wanted to be a cat, neither of us knew what the right thing to do was. So we showed Ella books of trans people
There's the problem.
because she didn't have the words to say it. Eventually, she did.
Oh,
How
my
about you
She
have
said,
her-
"I'm not a boy. I don't feel like this inside."
How about you just have her figure it out by herself?
No.
Just,
You need
no,
to.
What you do is you tell her, you be like, hey, whatever it is you do, we're not going to judge you for. Do your life.
Your friend on that post
Yeah,
we
you
were
said
going
that.
back and forth with was like, if my kid was like, I'm not sure, like I would give him puberty blockers.
Yeah.
And in the movie, What is a Woman? They
The 42-year-old.
unfortunately introduce us to somebody named Scott who was a female before,
Yep.
and
Just ruined.
is now 100% for gender dysphoria.
Yeah.
And she's like, there's a whole medical field making money. Like, we don't like
Oh yeah, the big pharma.
Big Pharma.
That specific.
Kinsey.
I've
oh no,
watched-
that's where it came from. But what is the ingredient that big pharma does benefit from?
Lupron or Lupron or something like
which
that.
is made for seedless grapers, Play-Doh guys for castration,
I've
chemical
watched,
castration. This is what they're using.
I've watched a bunch of videos recently of transgender men or women regretting, like, in having
That
interviews.
exists. Try
And
saying
they're just
that
like,
on
and
an
they're
open
like,
platform.
oh my god, like I made such a mistake. He's like, but she was like, but I'm here now, and now that I say that I'm a guy, people are like, you're not a guy. He's like, no. Born, shit was between my legs.
And one of like that person Scott makes this comment on there, just like, you can't stop puberty.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't pause it. It'll just pass you by.
Yep.
And to further your point, what we saw is nobody, psychiatrists, sociologists, therapists, don't want to speak out to offend somebody. They're like, well, no, I mean,
you
a
gotta
woman is.
You got to risk being offensive sometimes.
No, Matt Walsh put it.
Actually, Jordan Peterson said that. He was just like, to think you have to be willing to offend.
Right. Absolutely. And Matt Walsh, when he was on Dr. Phil, which, by the by, I didn't know, after the documentary, it tells you that famous episode that is streaming everywhere was taken off of Hulu and by the Dr. Phil show because the two lovely transgender people were too emotionally scarred after the simple dialogue. So we're at the point now where if something is too hard to talk about, we're going to ignore every symptom, everything to get to whatever the meat and potatoes is. Yeah.
What's cool with that whole thing is like that girl with the beard on Dr. Phil. Like that was such a viral video before we even knew
we got
that
lucky.
was Matt Walsh and he was making
I
like
remember that
because like part through the video he's kind of getting like frustrated. He's like, fuck it. Now I'm gonna do something about it. And you see he's like he writes the children's book.
Yep.
He goes on Dr. Phil. He starts to kind of speak out and starts kind of piss people off, so to speak. I do have a Jordan Peterson clip real quick, and he talks about gender dysphoria,
which is
from a clinician's point of view,
and it's a very real thing, but it needs to be dealt with appropriately without someone that's too worried about someone's feelings. These, if you fluff the pillows of somebody's emotions for too long, you are risking them committing suicide at some point because you didn't have the balls to tell them what they needed to hear, not what they wanted to hear.
See what Dr. Peterson has to say.
More like Dr. Eli up in this bitch.
Ken Zucker's work on trans kids.
Asking bodybuilders to
Ken Zucker's work on trans kids. Now, Zucker was a mainline scientific researcher. He ran a gender dysphoria treatment clinic. He observed about 85% of kids who manifest extreme gender dysphoria, 80 to 85% of them would desist on their own by the age of 18 or 19. And so his hypothesis was leave them the hell alone because you do the least harm that way. But what he also showed, and this is the killer fact as far as I'm concerned, is that a very large proportion of kids with gender dysphoria grow up and are homosexual.
Yes.
And so what that means, what that certainly means, is that the vast majority, and it might be as high as 80% of the kids who are being convinced now that they inhabit the wrong bodies and are being surgically mutilated in a permanent and terrible manner, the overwhelming majority of them are gay. Ken Zucker's work.
What's interesting
I've
about
taken
that
two
real
things
quick?
about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
First thing, I hate that somebody took out all the pauses for Jordan Peterson. His
it's
speech
for the
patterns,
shorts, though.
I know, but it's just it messes with his speech patterns.
Almost makes it appear to be edited.
But it's not when you watch the whole thing. He tends to take a lot of pauses and like really thinks out his words.
Illuminati confirmed.
Him in What Is a Woman is like literally we have men with more feminine features. We have women with more masculine features.
Absolutely.
Are we gonna make all like it?
No.
Just because you're a man and you're a little more feminine doesn't mean you're a woman. Doesn't mean you're a female.
It just means you're
and that's the point he was making. And a lot of these people, it does seem like they suffer from gender dysphoria.
Yes, and like that data point he threw up, 80% is a possibility.
What about the mama point?
If they data, if they like take what he just said seriously, scientifically, and start looking into these case-by-case bases before going to the immediate mutilation is what I'm going to call it. No disrespect to happy and content trans community members. We're talking about the people that are transitioning way too soon in their lives.
When they're 12.
And the age at where they're deeming it appropriate, even for athletes to participate in the Olympics or whatever.
Not
what is it?
anymore.
What was it? 12 years old? They decided you have to start your transition at the age of 12.
Before puberty.
Yeah, what the fuck? And to the person that I spoke to earlier that Josh mentioned who said, yeah, if my son wanted to block his puberty, shame on you, dude. I'll go that far. I know you want to run for office and all that. I'll do everything but say your fucking name. You always come to me with this condescending tone because I no longer tote the thin blue line like I used to. You need to get with this. He quoted divide and conquer. That's the part I'm playing. Don't you fucking talk to me about it when you're happily sitting on a divided side.
I love this. This is my favorite thing in the world, by the way.
So the person that we were just talking about, Leah Thomas, who you are correct, like the swimming committee, whatever it is, they did change the age. Yeah, you pretty much need to make your which is kind of even more weird. We spoke about because they're kind of encouraging child transitioning, but they're like, if you haven't transitioned by the age of 12, you can't swim,
and it's planting a very dangerous seed in parents that want to put too much will of their own onto a child that's expressing curiosity.
So she is the she was nominated. I don't think she won. But
What
nominated.
is a woman?
It's official. Women can do. Wait, what, nominated for the? Oh, okay. So yeah,
She was nominated for the Women of the Year award, which is really funny because that woman got banned because she wasn't a woman.
right. So there's nothing confusing.
Again,
about that.
if you want to impress me as a transgender woman,
Just don't hurt my feelings, bro.
Going into sports, beat a guy.
I mean, they do.
You're the 450th ranked swimmer in the world, or whatever he was.
Yeah.
There was that one doctor in What Is a Woman that was saying how little this happens, where trans athlete.
I think that was the
well, there's two of them.
doctor, right?
There was the doctor
With the long blonde hair. I
that's,
think that was a trans person,
that was
wasn't
a
it?
biological male
Yeah.
with the parts all and the
And like, you know what's funny is that biological male, that trans doctor who performs surgeries
access to all
on all little children, stuff like that. Matt Walsh brought up, like, you know, so how do you feel about, you know, doctors who you know, perform or would perform surgery on somebody who kind of thinks that, like, I'm more complete without a leg, I'm more complete without an arm.
Got him
And
there, her.
that doctor literally goes, well, those people are cuckoo. Bro.
Dude.
And like Matt Walsh was like, so you literally don't see any connection there?
correlation here?
And she's like, I don't see how that correlates, but seriously, they're cuckoo.
Completely, the irony completely lost on that individual.
Lost.
So that's even
Just
more
like
dangerous.
the penis, gone.
That's
lost.
even more dangerous when these are the people that people are entrusting their children onto to do some kind of procedure. I don't know how fine-tuned you can get the craft of cutting penises and vaginas open, but if you are that fucking dense, I am alarmed.
But hey, you know what? Women can do anything. You know what they can't do?
They can even be appropriated,
You know
apparently.
you know what they can't do?
Get abortions?
Mass shooting.
Well, I mean,
Can they?
I'm aware of one. The famous case of the chick that said, I hate Mondays, and that's why she did it.
What about the one that happened
today,
this morning?
This morning, what was it? Where did this happen?
Dallas airport.
Just a brief little caveat here, because I learned it while listening.
I learned it while we were sitting here too.
Oh, we were together.
Yeah.
We're best friends. No, all right. In all seriousness, a woman we heard like marched into.
Got out of the cab or Uber or whatever.
Was it an airport she walked into?
Yeah, airport. She
Okay.
walked into the bathroom.
She has a literal automatic, right? She had a fucking like a rifle or
Handgun.
like she had a handgun.
Yeah.
Okay, she had a handgun and fired 7 rounds.
walked in the bathroom, switched into a hoodie, came out, shot 7 rounds in the air, pointed at somebody, and a cop dropped her.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm sorry.
Did you send that article in or no?
No.
No, it happened
I
while we
found
were-
it while we were sitting here before.
So this is a non-sexist comment, but ladies, you got to step your game up here. Okay, just
Please
saying.
don't. Please don't. Please.
Look,
do
it's a
not
battle
here.
of attrition, and right now the fellas just are really in the lead.
But I
We
mean,
need to take this seriously.
you see things like that, and it's pretty ridiculous, and nobody's saying a word about it, even though it was stopped before it really started.
Another example of how this wasn't a good Samaritan.
Is
with a
this
gun.
it?
Yep, that's it.
Woman shot police. Like, you don't do a mass shooting by starting with aiming
No
and
one-
fire. She emptied her magazine. If it's a concealable.
Yeah.
Did
No
she
firearm.
shoot at people or was she just popping
She went
off in there?
7 rounds?
and then went to aim at somebody, and a cop dropped
Already
her.
hit her in the thigh, I think.
What the
She was like,
fuck?
I've got to warn
I gotta be.
everybody I'm getting ready to go on this mass
Yeah.
shooting before I
she's,
go.
she's my age. Do you think she's single, guys?
But they're not saying
Yeah,
her name.
she's
They're not saying her.
One single shot to the
Okay,
head.
yeah. Something Brock and I had noticed very quickly because it's been 24 hours. Normally, in 24 hours, we'd have.
Hasn't been 24 hours quite yet.
Okay, technically not, but it's been a full day, and we do not yet.
Here's their name.
Oh.
Portia Udufua.
Okay, we brought this up because we had noticed before we got the name live just now, we couldn't find any reference of her actual race.
Of
Until
course, Fox has it.
until
was
now.
black.
At 5:51 p.m. It was this morning.
Okay, so this is the rarest of the rarest of the rarest of mass shootings.
Female,
Female,
African American,
African American,
and
nobody hit.
And look at those dreads. I mean, or bangs.
So how's it a
That-
mass shooting then if nobody was hit?
Because it would be an attempted mass shooting. I'm going.
Okay,
I'm
so
going
that's-
with the.
That's probably why that's the news's loophole
That's
to be
a-
like, well, that's why it's not a mass
nobody was
shooting.
shot because
that's
they were
assuming.
stopped.
That's assuming she could have shot 3 people in general.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
yeah,
General
Now-
Mills?
so it is kind of preemptive to even call it a mass shooting.
Now we would all agree that that cop did the right thing, right?
Yup.
Okay. Would you agree that the guy in what state was it? In Greenwood,
The one that
Ohio, I think it was
Indiana or something like that.
Indiana. It was
this is
Indiana.
the one that had the 6-hour standoff.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, this is the guy who had the
He was
he tried to do a mass shooting.
This is
shot
the one
3
at the
people,
mall.
Oh,
and he got fucking plugged from 40 yards.
okay. And by the way, that's an amazing
That's
shot.
an amazing shot
Pulling it
with
up,
your
pulling it
adrenaline going. You've only owned this gun for a year. Granted, his grandfather taught him how to shoot.
Oh yeah, and he lives on a farm.
And
Total farm boy.
so
I can shoot well at 7 yards, but not by much.
the craziest thing about this is then you look at the media response to this.
I have noticed.
And it's not. I always want to say mothers against drunk driving, but it's
they're mad about everything.
it's like a anti-mothers anti-gun
Yeah,
group. I forgot what they're called.
Well, I think the consensus is they don't want a glorified good guy with a gun narrative, but that's the whole thing we need to encompass as the United States.
Aren't you
that
not
loves our Second
allowed
Amendment.
to shoot that far away?
You're allowed to shoot 1,000 yards if you can.
Somebody at the gun range brought that up. Like one of the workers there was like, "Oh, he might be in trouble for
No, he engaged. Nobody else was hit.
shooting from a distance with a handgun."
Nope.
You're not like
We didn't
It'll be
discuss that
good.
at lunch.
So-
That was a
so-
possibility.
This lady named Shannon Watts, who's the Mothers for Action or something like that in America. It's one of the biggest anti-gun lobbies.
all
there
mothers
are.
want action.
Yeah, they
She
do.
tweeted literally 5 minutes after the shooting happened. I don't know who needs to hear this.
5
but
minutes?
But when a 22-year-old illegally brings a loaded gun into a mall and kills a mass shooter after he already had killed 3 people and wounded others, is not a ringing endorsement of our implementation of the Second Amendment. You know, call me crazy,
That's
but
exactly
that's
what it is.
exactly what that is.
Yeah.
Like,
Is it
Sorry to step on you there.
is it brazen ignorance and or stupidity?
he also didn't illegally bring a gun.
Yeah, no, he has a concealed carry permit.
Doesn't matter. No, he had no permit.
Oh no, it's open carry state.
Open carry state.
Okay, he illegally had his
hold
fucking
on.
gun.
For 2 weeks. It's been an open carry state.
DeSantis, I'm
And
waiting
they
on
just-
you, homie.
And they
Dude.
just plugged that fucking dude.
So initially they said it took about 2 minutes.
Something
that
called
resulted in everything, but they later found out that it was about 17 seconds. The guy went in the bathroom at 5:56:48 and was neutralized by 5:57:03. From 40 yards away, the guy was shot 8 times out of 10 shots,
So good.
and none of them were self-inflicted gunshot wounds.
So
A good guy with a gun
doing
did and nowhere to be found.
And here's another person, Chris Brown. She's the president of the Brady United organization, who's the biggest.
Like the guy who slaps
anti-gun.
people all
I was
the
gonna say,
time?
No,
how many times did they beat Rihanna?
KRIS.
Okay.
Oh.
So she the president of the biggest anti-gun, the Brady bill, the assault weapons ban back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, here's what we're not going to do. Continue to uplift an NRA myth of a good guy with a gun. Right after it happened. Let me be clear. If more guns made us safer, America would be the safest country in the world. We need sensible gun laws, not vigilantes.
Well, now I kind of want to be a vigilante,
Well,
but
But
People
since-
just got a problem with like authority and and like
but
I
this
do
was
too.
This
you
was
know,
a
like,
big
I'm not-
glaring red flag in front of their whole narrative.
yes,
And they're like, look, this doesn't count, okay? So the FBI came out with a study talking about how often that gets stopped, but they forgot to include places where guns are legally allowed to be had by everybody. So they only included the schools,
oh
which
well,
the only people who are going to have guns there are school officers and
the
shooter.
shooter. Yeah.
So they didn't include malls and all that. But when they included that, 50% of all mass shootings are stopped by a good guy with a gun.
I wish I could say I don't understand.
50 fucking percent.
I can't even
It's like
say
49 something, but like
Look,
it's 50%.
I'm just gonna say it plainly. The media is pushing their agenda, and so are these organizations. That the good guy with a gun narrative doesn't exist, while it does, and the media just doesn't like any happy stories. Anything they want, it bleeds, it leads. We want tragedy, and we're gonna cycle it
What the fuck was that?
24
Oh, okay, I was like
24/7. So you know, whatever. It's polar. Everything's fucking polarizing. What is a woman and a good guy with a gun? They don't exist.
You guys keep bringing up good guys with a gun. But what about a 4-year-old with a gun? You think he can
because
stop
of this
crime?
piece of shit dad.
Yeah, I would think of the parents first.
Because a 4-year-old shot back at police after his Faja
He's like,
was
"Hey,
arrested.
Here's this gun. Go to town, kid. And again,
I still
they
have
don't
yet to
know-
watch this.
I commended these officers when I covered it.
Of course you did.
So this guy's going to jail. The guy,
Oh, yeah.
the father.
Open the
And,
door.
Yeah, he's
So he's
a
being
shit.
arrested right now in the white car
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
trying to get him out. He has a warrant for something. He's not coming out.
for something.
He's reaching for guns to give to his child. And I think there was somebody else in the car also. So you just heard him say gun, gun, gun.
So he's being detained right now, being
Yeah.
arrested
Then
rather.
we're all gonna get a good jump. There you go.
What was that?
Yeah.
It's not the dad shooting because he's in handcuffs.
The cops were like, fucking
Yeah.
excuse me?
What? Yeah. Would your car just fart?
Where I'm very proud of every officer is that they didn't immediately turn and fire.
No.
They were able to assess that this was a non-threat and it was a 4-year-old child. And I commend each and every one of these officers for handling the situation as they did.
Kid's lucky his name wasn't Tamir Rice.
Or Neil.
No!
Oh, shit!
They're like, holy shit, is that
Damn.
I can just imagine him grabbing the gun and the kids. No! No!
The 4-year-old is in that car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All of his kids are. I don't know if it's just the one 4-year-old, but his children or child is in the vehicle. And I did not hear anything about him trying to hand his firearm to the child.
Yeah.
I did hear he was reaching for the firearm.
I bet you it was one of the like the older brothers like, come on, do it. Don't be a wuss. Do
No,
it.
no, no,
Shoot
no.
the cops,
The,
bro.
the father was like, hot potato, hot potato.
Yeah. Oh, you got it.
I like how the cops were like, what the fuck, man?
They were just
You heard
stunned.
that?
Yeah.
The kid!
That's what they said.
Kids.
He's just like, okay, I guess
There-
I'll put my gun up.
So, what I was speculating is just imagine. Oh, wait.
They're making sure the kids are alright. There's no adults in there left.
You're gonna be a little dramatic now after we fire a gun. Now you're gonna cry about it.
How's it's an issue?
You know, I tried to kill you, but now I'm in trouble.
Think of the media's wet dream that would have been if
They
these-
handcuffed this kid.
If no, if
No,
these
if
officers
they
would
would've
have
just
blindly
returned
mag
fired.
dumped,
Yeah.
this story would be known
Oh,
all over
dude.
the world by
The
now.
police would have been lauded this
Trending
morning.
on Twitter right now, but these officers, they did the right thing, but that's not what's going to be paraded on the media. You have to find the fucking footage on the internet. This
Yeah, I
is
know.
what's wrong with our mainstream media, which needs to be done with. Just like we have a bill getting passed in Florida to vote away the radio because it's obsolete, I truly do believe, I don't know if this is radical, tinfoil sounding, that we are ready to do away with the mainstream media. Our generation.
Throw away the radio. What asshole said that?
There's a bill right now, and
No, I think
all the
I don't
radio
think it-
stations ask you
I
to
think that's
vote
like
no.
them basically saying like the "Don't Say Gay" bill. Like it has nothing to do with getting rid of the radio.
Listen,
I think there's more.
I
nuance
don't
to that.
use your fancy internets, kids.
Whoa, wait,
okay,
what?
Yeah,
I think
in
it has
Florida,
something to do with
Hang on.
advertising.
I listen to
honestly.
6 different fucking radio stations
Well,
every
yeah, 'cause
fucking
it cuts
day.
into their profits. That's the reason why they're like, "Hey, you
So
should vote no for this."
Well, whatever the case, they're saying there's a radio broadcasters union or something committee, and they're asking everybody to vote no on this because they're literally thinking of doing away with broadcasting, at least at the
Hyperbolic.
degree
Bro,
at the degree that
So
it is now.
I don't know what that is, but the only thing that's coming up is the thing that says no more blasting the car radio.
No, that's not the one. Look, I heard the advertisement just 3 times, and I listen to the radio every day, every fucking day, and that's all I got is hearing this. And I wish I memorized the bill, but I didn't.
Yeah, please bring that up next time because nothing's coming
I
up.
saw 1 or 2 things about that too, but I was just like, that can't.
What
be
did it say exactly?
I think it was something about cutting into their advertising and the revenue streams is what the
Oh, of
radio
course.
guys were like. Hey, what the fuck, man?
But like, whenever I talk to the younger generation in my dildo job, none of them they laugh when I say I listen to the radio. That's how ridiculous it's looked at. Am I old fashioned or am I just old?
I mean, the radios. I mean,
Yeah, you're right. The only thing that is coming up is the loud music stature.
I'd like to
We'll look
learn a little
into this
more on
deeper.
that. Yeah, check that out just a little bit more. You know, let's stick with some cop themes here.
Okay.
We did the 4-year-old.
Cop talk.
Yeah, cap talk.
Cap
Cap talk.
Welcome to Brax Cap Talk. I don't know why I named you first.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does feel like people are just exploiting hot cop talk to make a point.
Oh, of course.
Like one, I believe his name is Sir Al Gore.
Oh yeah.
Seems like he's kind of throwing in some hot cop talk just to kind of.
Now, what would that? Okay, I remember him for 2 reasons. He
Have you not seen this?
lost to George Bush, and he made a documentary. And he
Hey,
was like
wait,
a
wait.
senator.
Do you believe in climate change?
Oh, okay. Well, they call it climate science now,
Whatever.
I've always been an advocate of being concerned about it and taking whatever.
So you're not
not
one of
whatever.
those-
Some steps.
So you're not one of those Uvalde cops, is what you're saying.
what?
You
Wait.
piece of shit.
Wait. There's
That-
two
that's
very different things.
Yeah, but not according to Al Gore.
There's peas, carrots.
If you don't 100% believe in the narrative of climate change, then you are a Uvalde
well, I
cop.
don't 100% believe in anything.
Oh, well, then you're a Uvalde cop, 100%.
Well, that's a terrible example.
Let's listen to what Al Gore says.
Yeah, more like Al Gore. Oh my God!
More like an inconvenience.
What happened to this man?
More like an inconvenient stretch. I gotta get this joke
super
out, or the
thick.
show can't go on. More
Good.
like an inconvenient stretch.
Oh,
Okay, now, yep.
Hey.
He got super thick.
Dude,
He actually looks like
He-
Al Gore with a fat suit on.
his
Yeah, I know.
face looks like it got girth.
Oh my God.
Al Gore. My God.
He definitely has those blue tins with the cookies in it.
Did Chris Farley
Bro.
like possess him?
But he
Three
doesn't even
tins.
He doesn't even have like the thread.
He's
and
got a
needle
tin
and
for each
buttons.
hand.
He's just got the tin with the actual cookies in it.
I need a new tin.
Well, I'm glad that once public servants retire, they don't go hungry.
Oh, this guy's never going
Dude,
hungry.
yeah.
Press play.
The only climate changing is his belly button area because it's getting fucking moist down there.
yeah.
Yeah, from all the
Damn.
freaking pounds he's
Humidity.
putting on. Yeah.
Love that word.
You know, the climate deniers
Climate denial.
are really, in some ways, similar to all of those almost 400 law enforcement officers in Uvalde, Texas.
His opening statement is that?
It's not an opening statement. It's a clip from his time on Meet the Press.
Okay. I was gonna be like, whoa, it's a little strong.
He looks like he's slowly morphing into Jimmy Carter. I feel like.
Welcome everybody. By the way,
Hey.
I'm the numbers guy. I see. Welcome all to Stuck at Night. We're back this week, better than ever.
So
Just watch.
let's play that again.
Yeah.
You know, the climate deniers are really, in some ways, similar
Kinda
to
looks
all
like
of
Jack
those
Nicholson.
almost 400 law
Here's
enforcement
Allie.
officers in Uvalde, Texas, who were waiting outside an unlocked door while the children were being massacred. They heard the screams, they heard the gunshots, and nobody stepped forward. And God bless those families who suffered so
stop it.
much.
God,
and
shut up.
Law
shut up.
enforcement
with the
officials
eyes
told them-
closed.
Dude, that
You're
was
like the farting preacher at that point.
that was what do you call them?
Cringe?
Goose chills, cringe. Like
Very cringe.
I couldn't even
Oh, look at the face you put.
look at
man.
bro.
Now the thing about this is,
It looks
to
like
me,
fucking a political Don Rickles.
I am a climate denier, by the way. If it's raining and you tell me it's raining, I'm gonna say it's fucking not raining. Okay, there you go. I'm a climate
But
denier.
here's my thing. If he's so sold on like climate change being an absolute, there's no way to stop it. We're fucked. Why are you buying beachfront property in Florida and California?
Oh yeah, I mean, and follow his stocks. You know,
It's just like
with our FOIA.
And how long, by his account, have we been dying for?
Yeah, didn't he say the world
we'd be
was gonna
dead by now.
Florida was gonna be sunk?
2020.
Before the inconvenient truth, my friends.
So,
We're going to die soon.
look,
It's funny how like all these people, you know, just like it's very similar to Nancy Pelosi and her husband with like insider stock trading. It's like, hey, maybe we should cut that out. She's like, I gotta go.
Yeah, that's exactly what she
He's
did.
like, hey, we
That
should go
is-
green. By the way, I got a lot of money in green energy. So,
is that what the reporter had mentioned
No, the
about
reporter-
the husband?
Well, the reporter was like, "Hey, so what about
Your
you know,
husband.
your husband, and these stocks?" And she's like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." Anyway, and she literally slowly goes
you can
with
s-
the mic, and she pushes it away.
You can see her hands visibly shaking.
Oh, here we go.
Her hands shake as she walks away.
Oh my God,
I hate this woman with a
she sounds
fervor.
so close. She wants to.
he's gonna repeat himself. Don't worry,
She's covering those BFTs.
dude. I hate dude, BFTs all day, but I hate how she licks her lips all the time because of her dentures.
Yes, sir.
Oh God.
Yeah, like the Joker.
Over the course of your career, has your husband ever made a stock purchase or sale based on information he's received from you?
Hang on.
What are you saying?
Her hand shook.
Over the course of your career, has your husband ever made a stock purchase or sale based on information you've received?
Over the course of your career, has your husband ever made a stock sale or trade
Purchase.
or purchase on the information that you've given him?
Did or did that not look like one of those? Wait, can you say that again so I can think about this?
100%.
Okay.
Her stupid
I like how she leans
BFTs.
in to like squint.
Yeah, like
Listening to
remember,
what's
I'm an
like-
old person now. All of a sudden,
You know,
I mean, you are.
the funny thing is had I leaned in about a foot closer the first time you said it, would have heard everything. Only figured out to do it now. My bad.
Those 2 inches.
Can you
made
repeat
the-
yourself?
all
She looks
the
like the
difference.
crypt keeper.
Yeah, she
does.
leans into BFTs, hit the mic.
And that's her saving grace.
yeah, the BFTs.
That's
dude.
why she's going to continue to hold term.
Made a stock purchase or sale based on information he's received.
What are you saying?
Career, has your husband ever made a stock purchase or sale based on information he received from you?
No. Absolutely not.
Oh,
She said no, absolutely
Anyways,
not.
I'm leaving.
she was like, deuces.
Yeah,
Fuck
this
this
is-
shit.
Oh, these questions are difficult. I can't be here.
I don't get paid enough from the taxpayers. I get all my private stocks. Fuck this bullshit.
But
Yeah.
I feel, I said this to Eli yesterday, and I know this is quickly changing a subject,
Don't do that.
but I feel like there
We'll
needs
get
to
back
be a 34th Amendment
Yeah.
added right now
Yep.
for complete body autonomy.
This
And
would
that's-
not go over well
and
with
that-
everybody, but yes.
And that solves everybody's issue. I can't force you to get a vaccine. You can't force somebody not to get an abortion. You can't force somebody to get an abortion. Fucking let fucking your rights begin and end where mine begin.
If only.
That's funny.
That's a pipe dream.
That's funny you bring that up because
This girl,
these two women right here
What?
are
the Babylon.
they
Bee.
almost get along.
Wait, is it? Okay, it's the B. Okay.
Can I just say, my body, my choice. Thank
I know
you.
what
It's
you're
a
gonna
choice
do.
between me and my doctor. The government should have no say in whether or not I get an abortion. Did you just say abortion? Oh.
Dude, so good.
That encompasses our country and the past few years or this year. That right there is 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Holy shit.
People are actually starting to somewhat listen to each other because they're stopping listening to everything else.
Okay. And that's my little monicum of optimism that dies every day because there's just our country has no good news for me.
Yeah.
It feels that way. It feels like things are broken, and what we do and the people that do this better than us give me hope that we're still meeting in the middle somewhere. Although there's other platforms opening and everybody's welcoming their echo chambers and confirmation bias, we're going to lose the ability to have civil discourse, and they're just going to keep on making all the laws for us.
Well, and they keep trying to censor the people who are inviting the open discourse,
Yeah.
like Rogan.
And we got 2 strikes. Clout.
Rogan had that thing today where he posted on Instagram. Somebody sent him a video of them trying to follow him, and they were like, "We don't think you should be listening to this."
We restrict some of
By
this
the way,
stuff for the safety.
We restrict. Yeah, that's exactly. We restrict this content for your safety.
For the safety. See, and that's the shit that fucking makes me sick to my stomach. What platform was this?
Instagram.
Instagram.
That's why
And
I
if you
go out
look
of
in
my
the-
way to say just don't then don't use it.
Yeah.
Like you can't get mad at something you know is kind of working against you, you know.
Well, no.
Speaking of Rogan,
this was the first video that like everybody.
Yeah, his guests
This
have
was
been
like a confirm, and everybody in the comments like guess he's had. He's like, yeah, like 48 hours to a week after I was a guest on your show, they totally blocked people from adding me.
right?
You know,
Did you see what Rogan had to say about Peterson?
Zachary Levi
I haven't, so I'm looking forward to this, and I want to mention thank you
with
for
Shazam.
all of the engagements in the chat. I want everybody to know that I rewatch every single episode. I'll see every comment. Please keep on the discourse, guys. That's what we're here for.
Zachary Levi's super tan.
Oh man, look, I mean, especially with that
Shazam.
red behind him. Like
it's
if you're
not-
tan with red behind you, woo.
Yeah.
If I put a raw egg on your head, would it be frying right now? You guys sound a little. How about butter on you?
Hot under the collar.
You guys sound a little
I'm just saying.
Real quick,
All right. broke back Shazam.
it's 11:24. I need to know if we have a hard out at 11:30 or not.
I'm not
Can
hard
we
out on
stretch it?
anything right now.
If you got to go, no problem.
Yeah, I'll probably leave at like 11:45.
Okay, so we can stretch it just a little more. Okay,
Yeah.
because we never got to any of the Biden stuff. There's still a few more cop stuff. We have some weird news. That
we can't stretch it as
You know
much
that
as
one-
Al Gore did. with-
Actually, you know what? That
Of
one
course.
weird news I definitely want to get to.
yes,
Cyberdyne.
I know exactly.
okay,
Don't
you know exactly
don't
what
you
I was talking
dare
about.
spoil it.
I know what you're talking about.
Deepest thinkers that I've ever heard break down like human behavior and I don't know, just an understanding of all that stuff and I think good wisdom along with it is Jordan Peterson. I think he would be a person that I would trust. I think that guy has a lot of integrity. And then, so I would that would be somebody too. But I also know Jordan has his own things that people have issues with. Like I get it. Nobody's perfect. We're not going to find.
He's kicked off Twitter right now because he said something about Ellen Page.
Yeah.
He just dead named. He did the dead name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Rogan. I think he corrects himself.
The
in a second,
mainstream.
though.
Okay, because that's what the headlines have had me believe.
But
is
you could
that-
tell he wasn't doing it on purpose. It's
No,
just like,
absolutely not. The headline just, you know what they propose, right?
and you know somebody for so long is this. It's you gotta.
If Josh transitioned tomorrow,
Joshina.
we would call him Josh for like at least
Her?
a month. I'm sorry.
See, we're working on it. Okay,
Already fucking it up.
We care.
Already fucking it up.
I'm gonna be banned on Twitter.
Yeah. I will rat on you.
Elliot Page called her Ellen Page. Like I think that was the number one thing. The dead naming.
Rogan's actually wrong.
And it's
the
sad,
criminal
man,
doctor.
because again,
It's like
there's a lot
there's
of
only
fear
two things he
and-
said in that tweet. Was he dead named her, and he said, "Remember when it was criminal for a
So-
doctor to do this."
So the Rogan's wrong about why they banned him because
Well, we don't know yet, though.
No, Peterson said exactly why they gave him the reason why they banned him.
Well, they said it wasn't specific, though.
No, they said it was not specific because it literally had nothing to do with the tweet. It was advocating violence against a protected group.
Right. But the
advocate-
criminal doctor or dead naming? Which one is it?
No.
No, but-
advocating, but like saying, "Hey, go hurt
There's-
Elliot Page."
There was no violence in that description.
Basically,
I don't
it's the
feel.
equivalent
Yeah.
of them
Whatsoever.
saying, "Hey, you did the insurrection. You whipped up the insurrection," and he.
Stop saying that.
So
We're gonna get banned,
that's the
man.
ridiculous part. That's why Peterson was pushing back so hard on them. He's like, if I would have actually advocated the violence, I would have removed the thing. But because I didn't,
Yeah, he's not a
removing this
guy
fucking
to
tweet.
advocate violence.
He's
He wasn't
like-
advocating violence.
Yeah.
He's sharing his opinion.
He's like, I'm not removing this fucking tweet.
Yeah.
one thing.
Yeah.
The dead naming.
Yeah. And it's sad, man, because
It's
again,
just like-
there's a lot of fear and pain on and all that, all the sides of all that too. you
My
know?
friend Brian Simpson had a very good thing to say about that. He was like, I come to you for like heavy duty intellectual shit. He goes, not for this.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's like this is not a
totally. Yeah,
thing
this is
to
like
be
why? Yeah,
getting
Jordan, don't.
offended
Yeah,
about.
yeah. You don't need to get into all that. I mean, look,
No,
it's
no,
his
no,
life,
no.
it's his
Oh,
Twitter,
fuck
or was
that.
his Twitter anyway.
No, but I agree with that.
Don't
why
be
they-
so tribalistic here.
But at the same rate,
What?
I do believe that he
They're
has the right
policing
to
what
say-
he can talk
No,
about right
no,
here.
No, I don't think that they should
It's
police.
2022. It's Twitter. You're well aware of what Twitter is. Like my analogy is going to go back to the same thing.
But-
I know the stove was on. I know the stove was hot. I'm still going to touch the stove, and then I'm going to pretend like, oh my God, the stove burned me after. It's like, come on, you can't play victim,
I don't
especially when
think
Jordan Peterson hates people who play victim.
No. I don't think that's what he was doing. I think honestly,
A 15-minute video says otherwise.
Well,
A
hold on,
2-minute,
hold on.
a 30-second video,
Hey,
cool,
watch-
I'm fine with. But
watch-
15 minutes?
Part two.
Hold on. Watch any video that Jordan Peterson's ever done. I could be like,
You've said it,
hey,
yeah, I
Jordan,
gotcha.
is it raining outside? Well,
Well,
actually,
no.
if you talk to the fucking philosopher, blah, 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 he thought that rain was, it's going to be, he's like Kevin Smith. You're not going to get a quick answer.
Here's the
from him
thing.
For anything.
He has PTSD. It's Canada. No, I'm seriously. Canada, by government's law, if you dead name somebody, if you don't use
Yeah,
their
it's fucking
preferred
stupid.
pronouns, it's so like when he sees this issue in here, he's a little more in on it, and like
By the
it
way-
just seems like, bro.
Did you see the new law that they passed in Canada?
New?
Yeah. So if you're a YouTube creator and they they call Americans nationalistic, I think it's over half of your content has to be pro-Canada.
What?
If you're a Canadian
Whoa,
YouTuber
that's
Not just that
Fucking
too, but
crazy.
they want YouTube to. They're going to.
if you don't do that, they will
They want you-
completely not deplatform you, but you will never be suggested in the Canadian algorithm.
they're-
They want YouTube to pick specific people who fit their diverse profile too.
Yep.
So like even if you got good numbers, they want to shift numbers over to somebody who deserves
Like let's
it.
say if I was an amazing Canadian content creator, right? No matter what I'm saying, and then a native of the Canadian Indigenous people, I don't know exactly the tribes up there, created a YouTube. They weren't that good.
they're called the Canucks.
They weren't that good at being a content creator. That person would immediately get thrown above me.
Because not of the
I
quality
can
of
have
the
100
content.
million subs, and they can have 20. They're gonna get the push.
Because it's not the quality of the content. It is literally
It's your protected class.
what they look like and the profile that they want fit. So it reminds me of China-esque.
But yet,
And what else?
the president can get away with
communism.
The president can get away with blackface.
Yeah, look,
not just once, not just hey, I was stupid when I was 17. No, he did it multiple times.
Have you ever seen the Trudeau and Castro comparisons?
Oh yeah, he's a big fan of Castro.
No, but like looks wise.
Oh, that's saying that he's his kid.
What?
Or something close to it.
No.
It's pretty wild. I mean,
they look a lot.
It's
alike
pretty
still.
damn fucking eerie how much they look alike.
Get the fuck out.
It's
of
like
here.
They do.
Like it's like Frank Sinatra and who's the other guy? It's not. It's
Fugazi, man.
It's like a Hollywood Reporter kind of guy. I forgot, but it's supposed to be Andy Warhol or Woody Allen's kid, but it looks just like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
And like she kind of admitted her having some kind of fling with Sinatra.
Yeah, it was like confirmed that this person had an affair.
I forgot who it fucking was, but
yeah, no.
It feels just like that.
Yeah.
But okay, so the vibes that we're getting from, like, I don't know where Canada falls on my spectrum of appreciation anymore, because I used to
super far left.
I was gonna say, I hope it's low.
Low on you. I have family there, and the only respect.
And the thing is, I've been to Canada. Canadian people.
Hold on, let me finish the statement real quick. I learned to love Canada because of the family there, the time I spent there, and seeing an aunt that was dying and now rest in peace, gone, of cancer, being taken care of properly. And that was shocking to me without having to go bankrupt.
Something I found out about the Canadian healthcare system.
And she didn't have to travel here.
From a friend of mine who's up there. You have no say about what surgery you get.
Unless you buy their private one.
This person,
you have options.
You can,
for both.
See, I just want to fucking public and private options.
In Canada, so if you go to get the surgery that I got, yeah, you can't.
Okay. Unless you pay for it.
Nope. Not allowed.
But
you have to get the full bypass. It's got to be the most extreme version of that surgery. And good luck.
What if you have the private coverage?
Nope, doesn't matter.
It does exist.
Nope, does not matter. The doctors will not do it.
Okay.
Unless there is a very, very extenuating circumstance. And she said she was telling me this, and I was like, "Why'd you get the full?"
But they will fucking take a dick and make it into a pussy, though. No problem, all day long.
Completely,
that's a must.
You don't mince words.
Even brain surgeons do that.
You just mince dicks and.
What's the point, dude? No, doctors mince dicks and pussies.
Damn right.
The problem, the thing that made the Canadian people made me learn is that the people are not the government. So I can love the people and hate their government. Period.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's,
like I have no problem with Russian people.
I'm almost
their government.
Why? I mean, why rush them? Tell them to take their time, dude.
Is this hyperbolic? Okay, I need minds of logic here. I am at that point where I hate our fucking government, but I love our people, even though I hate serving them on a daily basis. But
I love the people here.
I feel like it's a lot of countries, though, just in general. Like they're like, fuck the government, but everyone else is cool.
So when are we going to come to maybe
speak to me.
This global realization? If you
don't want that, because then that becomes a one world government, and
no,
somebody will eventually see power.
I was going the opposite of like the governments doing whatever the fuck they're gonna government, and the people all realizing.
Well, that's what America was founded on. Like the government being like, look, we're here to protect your ass in case somebody gets froggy. You guys do what you do. Talk to me every year when you give us the taxes. That's literally the job of the government, legally.
And it feels like the world right now is on to the idea, the world's governments, the world's higher up is on to the idea that, like you're saying, people are getting sneaky. And now you have global emergencies. You have, okay, you're getting sneaky, you're rising up, but guess what? Now you're all back to square one because now you're all one. You know what I mean? Like they're they moved the goalpost by making it, a global problem, a global issue, as opposed to just this country or that country. So it's just like, it does.
It's very appropriate that we opened with monkeypox and how the media is trying to frame it that like this is some huge global pandemic, but we've safely almost isolated it to just Wilton Manors.
Well, I showed you the
a lot in Wilton Manors.
The video of an MSNBC news anchor on Fox. She was just like, the people just don't trust us anymore.
Yeah. That's
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, she was frazzled.
Okay.
This was on air?
Yeah.
Fox was
they just
playing
don't
it.
trust us anymore. My job. I don't know what my job is anymore.
So I took two things away from watching that very sincere moment from the outlet that I hate almost the most. MSNBC. This woman literally comes undone and starts to say, I think it's because she maybe had it.
I'm
with
sharing it to the group right now.
I think maybe she had it with being told what to tell the people, and she's realizing the people aren't buying it, and she just must know how unnecessary her job is, Because we don't believe you anyway, bitch.
Yeah.
I hope you have a crisis, and I hope you come
I like
out
the
the
way
other
you said
side.
I don't believe you anyway, bitch. I really like the way you said that. No, seriously, that
You'll
was
like
good.
this because she was just so fragile. She just didn't understand at first. Like she's just like, I've been told to do it one way, and now it's just not that way anymore.
This is where, like, if I couple that with watching free speech on the platform world on the internet, this is where my last remaining sliver of hope remains. That our voices can do something and carry somewhere, but I just have this foreshadowing feeling that it's going to get regulated even harder than it is.
Do you want to see Jordan Peterson talk about Trump running again, or do you want to see Bill Burr's take on abortion?
I would love to see what Trump or what he thinks about Trump running again, because I'm pretty sure it aligns with my view on this. At least I hope it does.
I wonder if
since we're talking about the guy, right?
I feel I don't know if I represent anybody on either party here, but I'm personally, even I've evolved from Sanders to appreciating Trump. I'm burnt out on Trump. I'm burnt out.
Trump.
And I'm burnt out on Biden and Trump. Like, I'm over it, and I think we could all do better to look for new blood and just
what you doing?
Look behind.
I recommend everyone to do this. Go
that guy.
Oh boy,
dude! I really don't like the idea that you can use the scroll button on YouTube. What the
1999 to 2014, Ukraine donated.
Jesus, hang on 1 second.
So I had talked to the CEO of YouTube, and they told me that they knew Stuck at Night was coming back on. They're like, we're gonna fuck Josh.
Trump
up
has
real good.
many.
Telling all y'all it's sabotage, right?
I knew it.
YouTube sabotage.
Hey, wait. New name. So I gotta say hello to the new name.
What up, new name?
Josh Hollinass.
Hello, Josh Hollinass.
Welcome.
You better slow down, dude.
Yeah, you better watch that ass in Wilton Manors. You get the monkeypox.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
All right, let's see.
Okay, Jordan Peterson.
Trump has many problems. One is he should have never declared that he was illegally defeated. After
same editing thing too, by the way.
Yeah.
Never declared he was deleted.
This was done for time constraints on the platform. It is not edited and made to believe something other than what it is. I'm telling the audience.
I'm gonna restart it.
So I'm looking at the camera.
Trump has many problems. One is he should have never declared that he was illegally defeated after the last election. It's an off-brand claim. Trump is a winner. That's his brand, right? And winners don't have the election stolen from them by losers. And so I think he made a catastrophic strategic mistake. And it's also the case that his claims have really failed to be supported by the relevant evidence. They've been tried in many courts. He's got a bullying tendency that I would diagnose, so to speak, as about 9 to 11 years old. He makes self-aggrandizing, bombastic claims that to me are reminiscent of a juvenile bully, and he's a divisive figure. And so, no, I hope the Republicans have enough sense to go with someone who's a more mainstream politician, and that they're guided by a vision of what could be instead of a mere reaction to the idiocies of the woke and progressive left.
And
I agree.
Literally.
Wow.
I agree 100%.
Something I shared to Paul, the producer, back in the day is a video on Jimmy Dore's site that says Trump is a symptom of what's going on.
Correct.
It's a reaction, like all the shit, all this what is a woman stuff, all the and that's what they're running on. Like, they have nothing left. And by they, I mean the Democrats, like the fake January 6 hearings.
I think what this is like, look, you take
allegedly.
You take George W. Bush. He was like, this is like COVID. He's like, man, I can't taste anything. Obama comes around and like, I got a runny nose. Fuck. Trump comes around and like, and then when Biden comes by, you're on the respirator.
Okay.
And now they're like, oh shit, take people off the respirator. That's going to kill them. And hopefully this has been a hard reset to where we can get politicians.
It hasn't been.
No, I think it has been.
I hope so,
because
Brock, I really do.
I think now you have politicians like DeSantis that are coming that have a lot. You have long-term Democrats who are going against their party, like Manchin. You have the Tulsi Gabbards on that side that are like,
now we look at 2020.
Didn't Tulsi Gabbard completely drop off of the?
She's not a Democrat anymore. She's a independent.
She's an independent. Is she in any shape or form running?
Not this time. If I'm anybody, if I'm a politician of any common sense,
you don't go independent.
You fuck away from 2024.
Dude, I don't know. To me, Biden seems like he's on point, and he had a very good threat to the Republicans. He want to let them know.
Now we look at 2022.
I want to tell my Republican friends, get ready, pal. You're going to in for a problem.
You're gonna in for a problem.
Wait.
You didn't even get anything right.
All right.
Now we look at 2022.
You got the intro.
I want to tell my Republican friends, get ready, pal.
Bal?
Get ready, Bal.
Is he summoning the beast?
Yeah.
Bal from Diablo 3.
And it's like you're gonna be in for a problem, but
you're going to in for a problem.
You're going to in for a man. He's
you're
really
gonna in for a problem, dude. I'm
sticking
scared.
it. He's
I'm
sticking
scared.
it.
The funniest thing is, did you see what he says directly after this? Honestly, he goes, "But we all need to work together." It's just like, no, you can't say I want to fight you and then say we're on the same side.
See, the fact that we can have this conversation so fluidly is what keeps giving me this false optimism, because I'm pretty sure I already know the outcome and I want to be wrong. Please, universe, prove me wrong.
The dude's in denial.
Oh boy.
Yes, he is.
A lot of people on that side are in denial. Like, this is, something that we missed.
Lowest in aggregate approval rating in the history.
Don't say that to Biden.
No, he'll tell you the Gallup polls.
Lowest than everybody. Lower than Trump. Lower than Carter. Lower than everybody.
Lower than Carter?
This reminds me, if I film my grandfather, I'm like, hey, would you just fart? And he comes over all angry, like,
Don't tell me.
I didn't fart, dude.
What's your message to Democrats who don't want you to run again?
He's like,
They want me to run.
2/3 say they don't.
Read the polls. Read the polls, Jack.
Read the polls, Jack. I love it.
You guys are all the same. That poll showed that 92% of Democrats, if I ran, would vote for me.
Okay, let's go ahead and fact check that real quick.
we know one person who would vote for him.
Yeah.
And
Paul.
Wait, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
sad. Man,
Oh, I've already had that conversation. I probably messaged you those conversations.
I need to point out something about this. Paul, the producer, he moved from Florida. He's like, I'm so sick of Florida. The racist bullshit that go in here. I'm going to the deep South.
Yeah,
everything's good there.
He did literally go move to a redder state and still complains about Florida.
He came close to getting the stat right, but
Read that stat.
The New York Times Siena College poll reference and exchange showed that while 92% of Democrats would vote for Biden if Donald Trump was his Republican opponent in 2024, 64% would prefer the party to pick someone different to be in the standard bearer in 2 years. The poll also found that 94% of Democrats under the age of 30 want somebody else besides Biden at the top of the ticket.
This is already setting the precedent of anybody but. So we're going to go with this lesser of two evil.
Get ready, Bal.
Get ready, Bal.
Do you see that it's kind of shaping up to be a repeat? Like, I'm going to vote for not that person. That's what we're going to end up again with. I'm sick and tired of it.
Here's an interesting stat that I'm looking at to this table here. The people that want somebody different for president are mainly females. 67% of females.
Really?
Yeah, but
go
what,
up.
What is a female?
Yeah, it's up. Right there. So look at nominate a different person in 20.
I'm trying to get to the.
Well,
hang on.
Let's go, Bal. Right there.
Yeah, let's go, Bal.
So nominate a different person as 2024 presidential candidate. Total 64%, male 59%, female 67%.
What about Z, Zay, them, Xi Jinping?
That's others.
Okay.
Xi Jinping. But see, this is the thing. The only group that says, I don't know, we might want to stick with them, which is 42% say they wouldn't vote for him, are the 65 pluses.
I just want to point out, within the past 2 years, I've only successfully found 2 currently openly supporting Biden profile pictures on social media. Out of all this time, it was at its highest when he was taking Trump on, obviously, and now it's like there's only 2 I've seen.
See, okay,
since.
Hold on. There is something I saw that it said 14% of Republicans want him to run.
Want him to run?
Yeah, would vote for him if he ran.
I don't.
What the
Bro,
fuck?
did you see the Democrats are giving like Trump?
Trump backed people,
candidates,
money.
GOP money because they think because it's somebody who Trump endorsed, they can win.
Yeah.
So they put like $1.4 million into a GOP candidate because he's backed by Trump.
And it's
Democrats
backfiring.
did. And it's backfiring.
They're like, oh shit, we're just giving them more exposure.
Can I gotta piss so bad. Can I show you real quick? Yeah. You guys watch the Bill Burr abortion thing.
Absolutely.
We'll get to some weird news when I get back and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna have
maybe watch a video too.
We're gonna have to get the fuck out. Yeah.
Just try your best to talk over just a little bit, but enjoy this. It's really good. I've seen it. We'll discuss.
Because I don't like people
people telling me what to do, and I was just like, it's your body. Who the fuck am I to tell you what to do with your body? So that always made sense.
Simple point.
Right? Yep. However, I still think you're killing a baby. See?
Is that his stance?
That's where it gets weird.
Okay.
Like, I sit on the fence and the whole thing makes sense to me. Whatever anybody's saying, like, don't tell you what to do. It's my body, my choice. That's right, man. She's right. Leave it the hell alone. Oh, you're killing a baby.
Usually my stance.
There is that.
Okay, so it's a brilliant breakdown.
And you know, if we're going to be honest, that is the whole purpose of the procedure. You know, you're not going in there because you got an earache. You're going in there because you're like, I got a baby in me, get the fuck out of here! Right? You walk in with a baby,
I think we
you come out without one.
We need more politicians, more comedians than politicians.
Right? Something fucking happened. So, pro-choice people are like, well, it's not a life yet. It's not a baby yet. If you do, I don't know what they say. Before you do the first Thursday or the last Tuesday, you spin around one time. They dance between the raindrops.
Loud noises!
It's not a baby yet. That's what they say, which may or may not be true. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I'll tell you, my gut tells me that doesn't make sense. It's not a baby yet. That would be like if I was making a cake and I poured some batter in a pan and I put it in the oven, and then 5 minutes later you came by and you grabbed the pan, you threw it across the floor, and I went, what the fuck? You just ruined my birthday cake. And then you were like, well, that wasn't a cake.
Okay, I think.
It's like, well, it would have been. If you didn't do what you just did, there would have been a cake in 50 minutes. Something happened to that cake, you cake murdering son of a bitch.
Okay. All right. So this is my first time seeing that, even though I've almost made it to the end of the special. What is his fucking stance? He's like, yeah, it's your body, your choice.
They're
but
both
it's
right.
No, he literally.
But you're killing a baby.
He said it in the beginning. When you're sitting on the fence, everything makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
But when you're over here or over there, he's like, dude, do what you want. I still think you're killing a baby.
Yeah.
I still think it's wrong, but fuck it. Do what you like.
He's
why
like,
can't
I
that
wouldn't
be
do it,
an
but-
opinion? It can't be, though.
Yeah, fuck that. Okay.
I don't think it should be called fence sitting. I think it should be called wall sitting because each side is yelling at
Or
a wall.
logical.
No. Each side is yelling at a wall that's reflecting their own views back at them, and the people that are sitting on the wall are like, "Fuck, both of you guys."
All I've learned through this very interesting time
that
in our
fucking
country.
birthday cake comparison was goddamn genius.
That did put it in a way that made me want to listen to it again. But like, fucking A, I hope you didn't just make me Biden. I just know it's a very sensitive topic. The whole Roe v. Wade thing. Since the overturning, I've learned more about the Constitution.
That's the problem. Feelings over facts.
Feelings over facts.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg's fault.
Yeah, actually,
why didn't they codify it for 50 years?
No.
I bring that.
That's not even it. If she would have retired during Obama.
Of course, the same thing, but they still had a long time before that. But because they use it as emotional manipulation to, just as they're using an emotional manipulation right now with the whole J6 hearings and still trying to keep that alive. Like that's all they have is to emotionally manipulate people.
And Chuck Schumer, as of yesterday, so they're working to do something with gay marriage. And basically what he said was, we should turn it over to the states and let them decide. And it's just like, but you were fucking mad over the abortion thing getting turned over to the states. It's like, these are both civil rights things. You fuck.
I mean, that's exactly how I view it. And look, growing up, I won't pretend to be any smarter than I was or am. I thought abortion was a human right, and I was mistaken.
Yeah,
so yeah. Anyway, now I have noticed.
Is this what we're?
The sides, like being on the wall or the fence, the sides on each side. I don't want any part of either of them. They're screaming too loudly that they're not listening anymore.
So
that's it.
What about the side of technology?
Shit is going crazy.
Okay, so I think this is a sign of good things to come.
There's some shit going down, bro.
So
there's some motherfucking shit going down.
I've seen people try to argue.
Not at all. We need to talk over this.
Yeah, I've seen people try to argue that the machines were never going to turn on us.
Oh, I knew this day would come.
There's a time the chess robots grabs and break a finger of a 7-year-old.
I think
why
it's absolutely amazing because the robots knew we should start small. Let one of our little friends that play chess just break a kid's finger.
Did you know there's a video of it?
What? Yeah.
What?
It was a screen cap. That was the headline.
Check it out. Video. And they got it highlighted too.
Yeah.
So like this poor little bastard's playing chess in Russia.
King
yeah.
to 7-3.
Yeah.
Pow!
Look, the robot just strategically figured out how to win the game.
Oh.
Strategically?
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
I've never seen this, but I'm like nervous.
Oh,
fuck you!
Yeah, the robot's like, you cannot move anymore.
And the thing was, the robot had already moved its chest piece.
Dude, what the
Yeah, I know. Look, they're coming in. Doo-doo. And like, you know what's crazy is after the chess game was over, the robot hand went down like this.
That's actually John Connor right there.
I'm here to protect you.
This would all
Yes, darling, your winning the chess game would have led to the world going bye-bye.
This, you know...
And they say they're not. They say there's no reason to worry if they turn all of our military into drones.
Just right now, there's a lot of things going through my mind. Like,
yo, that poor bastard was just sitting there like, I'm here to play chess.
And the machine was like,
and chew bubblegum.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Just with all the things that have been going on with AI apparently becoming self-fucking aware, all that in the backdrop, and then you see a fucking thing like this with the T2 music playing in the background, I'm getting a little fucking nervous at what robots or AI is going to be in the near future.
We're all gonna die.
I have a segue article and then 2 videos. Let me get to it, and I promise we'll get out of here quickly, okay?
Will not be held hostage.
You know, the T2 video, since we have that up, did you hear Arnold Schwarzenegger farted in somebody's face?
Didn't we?
I'll be back. I have to change my drawers because I pushed too hard.
And that's why her hair looked like that. Can you imagine the whey and the meat that's running through that dude's system at that time?
Dude, all the protein farts
powder.
are the worst.
Dude's eating egg whites and protein powder. Oh.
Way to take me there.
You know what? I think I'm still going to keep the T2 music going in the background there. Might as well. Let's see. Let me get over to the audio here.
But she did call this an assault, right? No,
full of hot air. Let me pull this thing in.
I love that's the face he's making.
Hang on, let me turn down the T2 music.
Filming the 1999 biblical horror flick. She also made a gassy allegation against him.
Didn't care for him.
What was not good about
Whoa, look at that
Arnold?
face.
He's a bit too full of himself.
I heard.
And I don't care for him at all. He's a Republican, which I don't like.
Okay.
And he was actually quite rude. He farted in my face. I fart. Of course I do. But I don't fart in people's faces.
You hear that? I fart. Of course
You know
I
the
do.
funniest thing
But I
is,
don't fart in
honestly,
people's faces.
He probably just walked by, just let one go.
No. She's about to explain.
Yeah, no, there's
He did it deliberately, right in my face.
Margulies went on to claim how the incident happened, adding that she hasn't forgiven him all these years later.
And I was playing Satan's sister. And he was killing me.
I remember that
so
bitch.
He had me in a position where I couldn't escape.
So he was like kind of standing over her.
I'm rewatching
He
that
was
movie
killing
now.
her in a position where she couldn't escape.
Do you remember the movie?
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome.
Lying on the floor, and he just farted.
He was establishing dominance.
It wasn't on film. It was in one of the pauses, but
I have something. Hey, Miriam, I have something for you.
The best part, you know what? He's just like having a good time, man. Like
He's living his life.
Yeah, look, I love how she said, "Oh, he's a little full of himself," as if nobody watched Pumping Iron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. That.
I'm watching you.
It's like I'm always coming.
Yeah, it's I'm coming. He's always fuck with Ferrigno.
Her whole
that's what he does.
His troll game was really good.
I'm watching you.
He's sitting in the. He's like, he'll walk up to Lou Ferrigno. He's like, your triceps looking a little small.
Yeah, no, he just fucks people up.
And Ferrigno's father, the way he'd respond, like,
huh?
Arnold,
I can't hear you.
No. It was like, Arnold, you're the greatest.
Yeah, I know.
It was the weirdest
like, I
fucking
know.
mind game to watch.
Poor Ferrigno.
All right, so here, random weird fact about Eli. There's plenty of those. Okay, guys, check this out. The first actual pornographic VHS tape or porn that I'd ever seen. Well, listen, hear me out first, you sons of bitches. All right, so we know Tony.
Eli was coming.
That's my homeboy, Tony. So he lent me what he told me was a porn. I'm like, all right, neat. I get to finally watch porn. I think I was 9th grade. And so I popped this fucker in, or I think I was middle school.
Oh, no.
And it's Pumping Iron. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
No.
So I called Tony on my landline phone in fucking 1999. I'm like, dude, bro, Arnold Schwarzenegger is like really young, and he's pumping iron over here. What's going on? He's like, oh no, dude, you gotta fast forward. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, okay, that's what intercourse looks like. Okay. It's just so I'll never forget. My first time watching porn had to involve pumping iron.
Okay.
No play on words there.
I'm sorry to rough segue out, but we saw a kid break a finger. Now, how about a guy losing a finger?
Oh yeah,
and he's so chill about the finger being lost. He's catching a shark.
Oh, he's fucking with a shark. Literally at the end of this. He's like, that's kind of.
He's like,
fault.
fuck.
It's the smoothest exit of a pinky.
Yeah.
Ever. Don't bite the boat.
Damn it!
Damn it!
Oh my god! See all the blood?
Lost my goddamn pinky.
He took it like a dad joke.
Like he said, "Damn it!" before he was gone, though.
You saw how fast he bled too. Like it was all over that shark.
I mean, he tore his pinky off.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Damn it! Dude, that part to me is better than him. Like, I just lost my goddamn pinky. It was like the damn it. While it's doing a death, he's like, damn it!
He's like,
at least he's got a video of it.
My pinky's about to get gone. Dude, nobody even got to understand what happened, but he was already a champion.
You're way too calm for this.
Yeah, and he had already he was the one who understood completely, with the damn it, son of a. God damn it.
I was waiting for him to segue into a terrible dad joke with that traction. Like, hot damn it!
Like that.
I hit my nuts.
Okay.
Oh, did you get that on camera?
You don't grab a
this. Yes, I think we did.
I just smacked my nuts.
Okay. To finish up, 2 videos real quick. This one the joy that this brings me.
Oh God, I watched it like 12 times.
Yes. and all the life leaving this poor bastard.
That's what I expected the dad to do, but this fucking pussy.
So this kid,
he is hauling way too much ass.
Dude,
don't feel bad. He's got padding.
He's hauling ass, and he's on an electric bike, so he's not even pedaling.
Those are so fast.
It's just cruising here.
This is the best thing in the world.
Look at him.
It's the sound. It's everything. You know what that sounded like? Like a cartoon, like when the Wile E. Coyote would drop the anvil on the fucking Roadrunner's head.
Yeah, all I'm waiting to hear now is like the feet scurry away, because oh my god.
Then we get to hear what a soul sounds like leaving its body.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're not that was the first funny part. It's fucking eat so hard, dude. It's fucking what's
Please
funny.
Tell me you played this at half speed.
Oh, we can though. What's funny is just I totally understand his he freezes. He doesn't understand where he's heading. Oh God.
Oh no.
Dude, he just fucking came to a complete stop, dude.
The best part hasn't even happened, audience.
I need to put it back in normal.
Shit you not. This is the best part.
Okay.
But he's okay. The kid's okay. We promise. His pride, not so much.
His constitution is really weak. He can't breathe. He can't breathe.
The fact
it sounds like we're laughing at a child's pain.
Just in the middle of the street.
He also can't breathe though. That's what that noise is. He's trying to go.
He's walking around looking for air.
He can. Okay. He didn't need a hospital visit. Let it play without us fucking up. Let it play one more time in full. I want to hear that sound again one more time. I need this. He has a dying cat inside of him.
If you take the birds out and you just put it underwater sounding, he sounds like a whale.
I'm sorry, I didn't. I've only seen the 16-second version. I didn't know there's all this. He's stumbling.
Yeah. So now
he did this for a minute.
He has to catch his breath and cry and walk away because nobody helps him. It's now it kind of feels a little bad.
No, it
doesn't. But he has to come to the realization that I need to walk home now.
So do you think right before what do you think the moment
I have to watch
he knew he was gonna crash?
Please do. Thank you, V.
Up on the hill.
You think so?
Listen,
Yeah,
I think it was right here.
No, before he was coming up to the intersection and he immediately understood I can't turn.
All right.
Because he's still got his feet up in like the bike.
Hard pause before the full play. I want to say thank you to everybody in the chat, mods and otherwise, that are reminding our viewers to smash the like, hit the share, or subscribe if you have not. Literally sharing is like currency to us, and feedback afterward. Otherwise, we're taking her out.
He can't breathe.
I didn't hear the part where he's crying.
God bless the Ring cameras.
Yeah, I know.
Everywhere now.
I didn't hear any of this. This is new.
But it's like it's an electric bike. You could have got on and like you didn't have to walk it away, buddy.
He's never getting
He
on
doesn't
that
trust
again.
that. This PTSD in the making. Like, that kid is gonna grow up and assassinate Tesla.
He's never getting on that thing again.
Oh, okay. That's the I want my mommy cry. I remember that one.
He's
not feeling it so much.
He's gonna be the #1 consumer of gas in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
He's getting like an F-350.
Get a fuck you diesel truck.
He's walking up that hill right now. He's like, right there is where I knew I was fucked. He walked past that spot where it's like, I lost control.
Now
there.
he's going to play that Mary Bush song running up that hill every day of his life.
What's funnier, the way he hits or the way he tries to find his air?
The way he hits. I'm sorry.
It's the perfect storm. I think America, if we could all just take a moment and watch this child. I know there's people that are probably condemning us for laughing at a child. But let's come together and appreciate comedy when it's funny. We need more comedians and less politicians.
What's that second video?
Yeah, let's.
Somebody else who has padding. I saw this video and like I was just like,
is that Mike?
I've missed my calling.
He's super thick.
I mean, we could go out with a nice little theme music here.
That looks like Mike Rich.
This might be the new Stuck at Night theme song here going on.
Looks like me.
So enjoy the music. So good, dude, and like the straight facedness of the dude. Hey, dude, we're not done yet, dude.
Move.
We got battling drums here, bro.
Oh shit, it's
How
a battle.
into the drummers are.
Oh yeah, they're professionals. That guy looks like he's kind of getting off on it.
No, dude, we're sitting there straight, dude. That's some sick beats.
Holy shit, man! We can patent this.
How did they say like, hey, you mind if I drum on your belly for a little bit?
There's a serious initiation involved. Okay.
Like, what are we watching here? Why did this come about?
Well,
Like, there's no.
I like that.
He slapped him in the face.
They both got Oh man.
Dude, they fucking go back into it.
Dude, I can rock with this.
And now the guys are getting involved into it.
Yeah. Oh, they're switching now.
Oh, shit. Now at this point.
All right, well done. That was perfect. Well done, Jeff.
That's a new theme.
Holy shit,
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
30 million fucking views on that. That's
As
what we
well it
gotta
should
do.
have.
We were doing it all wrong. We're intelligent Discord. Well, intelligence, that's debatable. But
That's got to be a new theme song there.
I think we can own it. We're gonna return
Hey,
tomorrow.
It's been awesome.
Yeah, hey.
Broccoli, sir.
Last
Be
time in
safe.
studio.
Yeah, be safe.
Thank you much for over the past few years. You've come on, you shared your story, you've been transparent, you fucking kicked around with us, you shared some cop shit, you've enlightened myself and Eli on
you'll
some
see me.
cop stuff.
You'll see me.
We're not done yet.
You
We're not-
converted me from
Via
F12 to
Via Zoom,
I don't
yeah.
even know what F12 means, but yeah.
Or maybe not. Via
No,
Zoom.
well,
I don't know
yeah,
yet.
I know.
End of an era?
Josh and I have some things to talk about for sure.
And Discord.
But not after these fat beats, literally. And expect us tomorrow. Yeah, I like Liberty Lions. And now for another segment of Watch This Child Get Broke.
Yeah.
All right, we will be returning
very
tomorrow. Stuck Family-ites, Andy Agins, something like that.
San Diego.
10:15 p.m. or 10:30. I'm rushing from work to be here. We will not let you down, which means we'll let you down, but we love you.
Yeah.
And we'll see you tomorrow night.
We'll let you
Again,
down very slowly. Brock, thank you so much. Brock with the strong name on Instagram. He's been a consistent source of second mic, of third mic, of just a good friend of the show in general. So we appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for what you've done for Stuck at Night. We're not over yet, but it is the end of the in-studio era. So
Until you come to visit.
You know, until I come to visit, you know, we'll get a little
at my studio.
last look. Exactly.
yeah.
So last look of the Stuck Studio for the last Monday edition of the show. So
Now it's kind of hitting me.
hey, listen, thank you so much, all of our lovely viewers. As Eli said, thank you, Eli. I want to say thank you, Eli. Thank you, Brock. And thank you, all of you. We'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.
Not in a monkeypox way. We don't love you.
No butt sex.